Hello, everyone. My name is Will Gallagher, and I will be your instructor for the Math 035 course this semester. First of all, know that this course is absolutely brand new. This is the first semester this course is being taught. So you may notice that a lot of things are being developed as we go. What I wanted to do is talk to you first of all, about some things that I'm going to be sending you by email, some documents that you're going to receive. I then want to take you through both the Moodle course, show you what the class looks like in Moodle, and I also want to walk you through what the class looks like in Pearson. Now, this class is asynchronous, meaning we do not have meeting days or meeting times. So I will be reaching out to you by email and posting things when necessary in Moodle, but I primarily prefer just to send out emails just to let everybody know how they're doing and where they should be in the course. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you and I'm going to show you some of the things that you're going to be receiving. All right, first of all, for each chapter, there's going to be a set of what's being called guided notes. All right. These are just things that you can use for your own reference. You should definitely make a point of reading them all. So, as you can see, there's 9 chapters worth of guided notes here. And there are guided notes, as you can see here, for section 1.1. Let me bring that, let me share a different page here. Here's what the guided notes for 1.1 would look like. This set of guided notes contains some definitions, some examples. All right, so you're going to want to read through all of the guided notes. As you can see, they're here for 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. A lot of these say optional. That is there just because the college itself does not require them. But I am going to require that you go through all of these guided notes. All right. Um, Back over to my files. So again, for each chapter, you'll be receiving guided notes. They are here. They're going to be sent to you within emails, and you also will see them on the Moodle page. I will show you that when I get there. Coming on down the page to the bottom, there's a handout here. And this is the Pearson handout with a link to the Pearson course that you're going to be using. All right. If you click on this link, it'll take you through process of signing up with the Pearson course. So if I were to click on it, right, it takes me here to the Pearson page where you can either sign in if you already have a Pearson account, or if you don't have a Pearson account, you will need to create one. Now, that is one way to get there. What I like to do personally is just type in www.mymathlab.com, and it will take you to the place right here. You have to allow cookies where you can sign into My Math Lab. Again, as I said, if you already have an account because you've used it before, this will be your way in. All right. Now, on the other hand, if you go www.mymathlab and you've never used Pearson before, you'll have to create an account. You're going to want to click on student, the student option, and follow these instructions to get going. All right. It says here you need the course ID, you need an email address, and a code. You'll need to pay with a credit card, an access code that you bought from the college, or PayPal. As far as the email address part, you will absolutely, without question, need to use your college email address. Don't use something personal, use the college email address. Now, I can't walk you through this because I already have an account, so I can't redo it. But this is no more difficult than signing up for something like an Amazon account, right? And that course ID that I was talking about, bring that handout back up, is right here. It is Gallagher, which is my last name, 53748. So that last little piece right there is the course ID that I was mentioning, which they tell you again right here that that is the course ID that you need to sign up for that account. All right. So what else will I be sending you? Well, I also will send you, let me get this pulled up, a copy of the syllabus. Let's look over that real quickly. Share that page. All right. I'll send you a copy of the syllabus, and there's also a copy of the syllabus posted in Moodle. All right. Now, I'm not going to read through this whole thing for you. I do not want to take up your whole day just talking through this syllabus, but you need to read every word of it. The course name and section number is here. It tells you it's a 3 credit hour course. It is the fall of 2025. It is asynchronous. Notice it says Teams here. There's the first mistake I've found. The college was going to switch to Teams. I have decided to stay with Zoom. All right. Moodle will have my correct Zoom address in it. It mentions what book is being used. That book will be found in e-text format inside of the MyMathLab site. It gives you my personal information there, my name, my number, email address. Note that I do not have an office on campus. I do not come on campus. So that phone number is the phone number to my office here at my full-time employer. Office hours are by appointment only. All the objectives, all the major objectives and chapter topics are here. All right. Again, you need to be reading all this for yourself, but important dates are there. The percentages used in grading, you will find them there. Notice it mentions a midterm and a final exam that are proctored. Those must be taken on this college campus in the testing center. If that is absolutely impossible for you, proctoring arrangements can be made, but proctors cannot be things like your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your boss, your coworker, your friend, somebody down at the garage. Proctors need to be places like official college testing centers. Testing centers on military bases can be used. Libraries that have testing coordinators and testing centers can be used. If you're going to need a proctor, you need to get that request form to me immediately. Letter grade breakdown is there. And lots of other stuff, but let me just sort of jump down and mention here that the basic course schedule is here. In other words, for every day of the semester, you need to go by this day by day breakdown of where you should be. Do not get behind. All right. So let me take that down. Again, those are the most important documents that you will receive. Let me come over here and bring up Moodle. Let me show you what the Moodle site is going to look like. Let me share that Moodle page with you. All right, when you go into Moodle, go into the MAT 035 course section OA2. You will see at the top my name, office hours, that's my personal AB Tech Zoom link. If we need to meet, there's where it will happen. Again, my phone number, my email address. All right. Announcements will be here. You can ask questions there. The syllabus that I showed you, you can see that here. The schedule that I showed you, you can see that here. Information about the midterm and final. Let me go into that. Let me open that up. That's a downloadable document. Let me bring it over where you can see it. And again, it discusses what I just briefly mentioned, is that the midterm and the final require you to either come on campus or arrange a proctor. And here are the conditions. Gives you examples of who can or who can't be a proctor. And there's the form you fill out and send to me as soon as possible if you're going to need a proctor. You can fill that out, scan it, email it, snap a picture of it, email it, however you need to do it, get that form to me. There is a syllabus verification quiz here. Basically just says, I've read the syllabus, I'm going to abide by it. It asks you a few questions about the syllabus to make sure you read it. You have to complete that by September the 3rd, or you'll be dropped from the class. To go to the Pearson website, you would click here. And again, this is similar. It's not identical, but similar to the website I was showing you earlier. And you can go into the 035 class from right there. We don't want to do that exactly right now. So let me see if it'll let me back up. There we go. Back in Moodle. Back into the 035. I'll go back to Pearson momentarily. Don't worry. Instructions for how to register. That's just another copy of that same document. Video with some instructions on registering. Some links to student support services and some tutoring available. And then we get to the weekly activities. All right, here, what you need to be working on is broken down in a week by week format. It tells you for the week of August 25, our first week, here are the guided notes that you should be reading, the assignments in MyMathLab that you should be completing. And we will have one forum per chapter. Those topics will be announced at the beginning of the week. Up here, I believe it was, where was it? There's going to be a place for forums. All right. Well, it's not there yet because we haven't posted forum number 1 yet. The forums are not going to be for a grade. This is my first time trying them, so I'm going to try them out for no points. And it's going to be a topic, a question, a statement of some form that everybody needs to respond to. All right. And the guided notes that I mentioned are here. Notice that the week 1 material is all due on September the 2nd. You'll notice that the due dates tend to be Tuesdays. I like to give everybody a full week, Monday to Monday, to complete all work. So Tuesday of the second week is when the first week's assignments will due. Tuesday of the third week is when week due material is due. All right, so you'll have another forum, you'll have MyLab assignments, you'll have guided notes to read, and that procedure, that just repeats itself. All right, so week by week, it tells you what the assignments are and when they are due, 1 week at a time. Now, I mentioned that the assignments are in MyMathLab, right? That's where the homeworks, the quizzes, the tests, the midterm, that's where that is all going to take place. That will all be imported into Moodle, right? When the time is right. So let's go ahead and go over and take a look at what the MyMathLab is going to look like. All right, this is what MyMathLab looks like for the 035 class once you log in. The main things you're going to want to pay attention to, first of all, let's just do this as it appears on the ribbon here. The assignments, all assignments are here. Now you're not going to be able to see, there's nothing showing up right now because my math lab won't let you see them until the first day of class actually happens. But I'm going to click on an instructor manage view so that you can see all the assignments will be here in the assignments folder. It'll tell you this one is a homework. First day that you can start on it is the 25th. I'm opening everything up on the first day of classes at 1 a.m. The due date is September 2nd, 11:59 p.m. Call that midnight. All right, so section 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, quiz 1, all that's due on the 2nd. All right, these dates you will find match the dates that I mentioned in Moodle. Okay, next, student grade book. As you complete work, your overall average can be seen right there. Okay, your midterm and your final are not in my math lab. They are taken in person in the testing center. All right, you do not log into my lab or my math lab to take them. But when I get those grades, I will enter them in here so that they will show up in your calculations. Your textbook is here, chapter by chapter and section by section. You can see a video presentation. You can view the e-text. So just as an example, section 1.1, the actual text. Pearson always takes a long time for that to come up, but this is what your book looks like for section 1. And you can go down here and just scroll page to page to page. This is how you view your book. And again, they also have videos. And if you look at the video and resource library, this is something else that Pearson has that I really like. For any chapter, let's say you're working in chapter 3, you're working in section 2, and you want to see a video. Well, here it is. If you want to know, is there a overview or a PowerPoint, any of those things, you can find them in the video and resource library. A really great thing that Pearson has where you can watch videos, animations, just lots of different tools like that. All right. So if you have any questions, you've got my email address. I look forward to this semester. Hope everybody has a very profitable and successful semester, and good luck.